So we got our snow, and I'm pretty happy. I guess more is coming, so we'll see. But what I'm gonna do is I had someone leave a comment in one of my videos and asked me to explain what I thought about the places that we're visiting. So I'm gonna go back to some of the places we visited and just give like a short review on them. I started out in Fairbanks. I landed there about 1 a.m. and the next day, a couple of hours I spent in the city. And it wasn't that bad. It was a lot less cars and a lot less people than I thought. And within 5 minutes you were outside of the city. So Fairbanks would definitely be a good place, I think, if you want to start out in Alaska. After that, I went to North Pole. Went to Santa Claus's house, and North Pole was a cute little town. I don't think I'd want to live there because it just wasn't for me. You know, sometimes you see if something's for you, you feel like, oh, this is great, this is not great. I liked it a lot, it was nice. It just wasn't for me, but I could see people really liking it there. I think once you're in the community there, it's probably a really nice place to live. I've heard a lot of good things about living there. And then after North Pole, I stopped at Esther. That was a really cool place. That's a place I would consider going back, maybe looking for something to rent there or a small piece of property. I don't know how difficult it is there to find property, but I liked Esther. That was just something that I felt was what I'm looking for. And then after Esther, I stopped at the George Memorial parking lot, I think it was called. And it was just a memorial. It had a nice view overlooking, I believe it was Fairbanks. It's about 5 minutes outside of Fairbanks, but I'm not 100% sure. It was just a lot that we stopped at. And after the George Memorial, I stopped at a tavern called Skinny Dick's, which wound up being kind of like an R-rated souvenir shop, I want to say. That's why I didn't make videos when we went inside, because I didn't know what YouTube would flag and it would get taken down. And last week I visited Nenana, and I've seen some YouTube videos on Nenana, and I was actually surprised. It was much smaller than many of the other channels maybe gave the impression. And I think it was also a lot more, I want to say, clean. I've heard there's bad things about there, that there's a lot of drunk people laying around. We didn't see anyone. I saw one guy, when he saw the car coming, he went inside the bar. He was sitting outside when I arrived, and I didn't see a single person there except for him and a couple of kids playing in the neighborhood. I wouldn't personally live in Nenana. It's just tough to say. It wasn't anything special to me. Those are the places I visited so far. And I'll do this once a week for the places that I visited the previous week, so that I can give a short review on each town that I visit.